Hello guys, and welcome back to another video by me, Dalek Emperor 101 Productions, and today we have issue 45 of the Star Trek Eagle Moss official Starships collection. Yeah, he's 3 weeks later than the Intrepid type. I do apologise for that, but I've literally been really busy at college, so I haven't really had the chance to do much with the Eagle Moss collection. And when it comes to summer, I will definitely be reviewing all the Eagle Moss ships so far from issues, I think it's 43 and back. But here we have the Malon export vessel, which is at 515 meters long and played a huge part in Star Trek Voyager. You couldn't really go past the 5th series without seeing these quite a few times. So I'm just going to move the vessel to the side, as always, and have a very quick look at the magazine. Now, I have had a quick read through this, but I haven't officially read all of it. So, the model's in the way. So I just put the model over there. And as you can see, we've got the usual how to put the stand on, and then the contents page of what we get. Some useful information about the ship itself. Only 9 crew members. That is quite impressive, especially for a ship that's 515 meters long. So we've got some nice rendered shots. Quite a few nice more rendered shots. So this is a Delta Quadrant vessel. They are the Malon there, and they export, I think it's Thalaron waste. I think it is. They export a toxic thing, the antimatter waste, that's it. A toxic antimatter waste that, yeah, it's not Thalaron, Thalaron's a weapon, sorry. Yeah, but they give out antimatter waste, they just dump it in regions of space, which damages the space itself. A couple more nice rendered shots. Diseased guy. Some nice screen captures. And another vessel there. But no, they send out the antimatter waste and they just dump it in different regions of space, which helps their planet live, but other people die. Again, we have a nice overview here of the ship. Several rendered things, top, bottom, aft, front, side even. Some nice bits of information on the ship. The first episode where the Malon actually were introduced, a little bit about that, and then we go on to designing the Malon export vessel. As you can see, it's quite a nice look. It is a really nice looking ship, although the Malon aren't really the nicest of people. But there you go, the 5th season of Star Trek Voyager, which heavily featured the Malon. Excuse me. And it also featured all the cast and crew that we remember, including the Borg. There's the Borg Queen there. Nice CGI work. Voyager was very well done with all its CGI. And then just all about the on-screen appearance of the ship itself. So, yeah. That is a little bit on the magazine. I haven't read through it yet. As I said, I've been busy with college and all that, so I haven't actually had the chance to do a full read through, so I can't give you any more details than that. But no, I'm looking forward to reading that, especially its little special about the 5th season of Star Trek Voyager. As you just saw there, you saw Scooby-Doo. That's what you just saw. So, put that to the side. So, yeah, this is the model itself. It's held onto the stand a little bit differently. Especially with the fact that it puts its walking cells in here and it's held on by that, which isn't really the greatest, because if you tap it, it will fall. It's a bit like the Romulan Warbird issue 5. It's not the greatest stand, but it does its job as long as you don't tap it. It's a very brittle ship with these little tower things here. As you can see, they come off quite easily, and it's got quite thin plastic bits of piping, which is seen on a lot of the Klingon ships from the 22nd century, which I'll show you later on. But as you can see here at the front, you've got the main bridge. That's what this little thing is. You've got the main deflector dish, which is a nice clear piece with yellow inside of it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see all the grime and all that, but there are different colours on there. There's the main thing is a nice brown, and then there's a lighter brown wash with some silver washes over the top, and you can more see it on the tank there around this area. The sculpting is really nice on the metal. You can see that all these hatches and hull plating and all that comes up really well, especially, and there you go, something's just popped off. Yeah, this thing has just literally popped off. That is one of the towers, but that one was hiding in there. So I'm going to put this back on its stand because it is actually a very brittle ship. I'll glue that back on later, but it's a very, like I said, brittle ship, but it's a very nice one to have in the collection, especially as one that you just look at. I mean, it wouldn't be one that you'd use in an animation or anything like that, I don't think, at least unless you're doing a Malon thing. There are a couple more details around the back here. You've got the impulse engines, aft navigational deflector. You can see the yellow of the impulse lights again. Those are the warp engines, those big nacelles. Overall though, the ship is really nice. I do like it, and I will have to go glue it back together because that's the third one of those things that I've broken off. But all in all, I think that the Malon Freighter is, I'd give it a good score of 8 out of 10. I mean, the detail is fantastic, the paint scheme is fantastic. The only reason that I don't really like it is that these bits and this is all really brittle, which doesn't really help the mould. But I suppose if you're not messing around with it, if it's just on your shelf, then it'll be perfectly fine. But other than that, it's a really nice vessel, and I would definitely suggest going to pick one up, because if you're into the Delta Quadrant, or if you're into the Voyager series, or if you're just into really random and different ships, this is the one to get. So right, thank you very much for watching, guys. My next review will be on the Enterprise C. I shall see you guys later.